As we venture into the third part of our anime journey, let's see what is going to happen in this part.
She befriends both of them and comes to realize a bigger revelation, that Yuka is the actual necromancer, and Shinji is actually just a dead corpse and is only being reanimated by Yuka. Nana figures out Yuka's weaknesses and planned out how to eliminate her, and eventually gets her in a fragile position and takes her poison needles and finishes her off. Nana sneaks up behind a girl called Habu in the forest and asks her where her friend Kaori is. So Habu tells Nana that she got into a fight with Kaori, and that she's back at the dormitory. Knowing that Kaori is not around, Nana uses this opportunity to prick Habu with a poison needle and takes her phone away, demanding Habu to give her the passcode to the phone, and if she gives her the code she will in exchange give her the antidote. Habu then quickly tells her the password, but Nana just leaves her alone in the forest to die. After this, Nana finds her friend Kaori's room and uses another poisonous needle to poison Kaori's contact lenses. Later that day, Nana takes Kyoya, Michiru, Seiya and Magu into the forest to explain how she found out that Yuka was the real necromancer who was raising people from the dead, and she was the one who was reanimating Shinji's body as she fell in love with Shinji and wanted to be with him forever. Nana tells them that in the end Yuka regretted doing this and then killed herself. Kyoya's suspicion and Nana are now greater than ever as Nana struggles to cover up the kills. The other classmates, especially the loyal Michiru, still refuse to believe it. In the dormitories, the group hears a scream. Running to Kaori's room, they find her dead. As Kyoya investigates the scene, he finds that Kaori was poisoned through her contact lenses. Michiru mentions how Habu's talent was turning her saliva into poison, thus making Kyoya suspect Habu instead of Nana. After going through Kaori's phone, Michiru tells Kyoya that Kaori and Habu last spoke when they were in the forest with Nana. Convinced that Nana killed Kaori, Kyoya tells some of their classmates that Nana is the culprit. After explaining his evidence against Nana, Kyoya begins to search Nana for Habu's phone as his main piece of evidence. After searching Nana and not finding the phone to prove his claims, Kyoya apologizes to Nana. After Michiru yells at him for putting Nana through all these claims, and Nana tells the group that she can hear Habu's spirit voice, telling them not to suspect anyone ever again from the same classroom. Later that night, Michiru sees Nana guarding the dormitories at night on lookout duty. In her sweet manner, she offers to be on the lookout so Nana could rest, but she suddenly flipped a switch. An ominous look casts onto her face and she holds a blade to Nana, asking her what her real talent is, and apparently Michiru suspects she's on the island for other reasons. This takes Nana off guard, but she quickly gets in and disarms her, wounding her hand. The next day, Nana takes Michiru to the cliff to confront her, knowing that that person isn't actually Michiru because she bandaged up her hand wound instead of just healing it with her power. Then right after, Michiru shape shifts into a man who introduces himself as Jean, and tells Nana that he used to go to this school. After, he takes Nana to his secret cave and Jean offers Nana a coffee as he makes himself a cup. Jean reveals that he's actually been acting as the cat that Kyoya has been feeding during lunch, and that 5 years ago his classmates were at war with one another. However, Nana slips poison into the drink, making Jean drop dead, or so Nana thought. Dialing her phone to call the committee to report about Jean's death, Kyoya grabs a hold of her phone, who then transforms to Michiru and also Seiya, as Nana realizes with horror that Jean can copy not only the appearance but also the powers of whoever he wants on the spot. But Nana runs to escape the cave, so Jean shape shifts into Mogo and throws a massive fireball to stop her. After stopping Nana, she falls down and is nearly knocked out. After, Jean goes on to ask Nana about her family's situation as a way to build trust with her, and Nana opens up a bit more to Jean and tells him about her parents dying as a talented person came into their house one night and robbed the place, and also killed her parents. After the talk, Jean tells Nana he actually likes her, and he knows how it feels to be in her position, as he also eliminated everyone on the island many years back, and ever since then he hides in the cave. After, Jean warns Nana to be careful and lets her know that she might not be the only murderer on this island, as Jean has been investigating other students' intentions other than her. After, Nana wakes up in the real Michiru's bed with her back fully healed. The sweet-hearted nature of Michiru affects Nana to open up about her past, talking about her parents' death which left Nana as an orphan at a very young age. After opening up, Nana looks closely and analyzes Michiru as she seems to be overly nice to her, and thinks Michiru is secretly trying to investigate her. She comes to realize that Michiru must also have a dark side like everyone else does. Nana knows that she has to finish her off one day, but right now she can't seem to find any reason to do so, so she lets her go. At Yuka's, Shinji And Kiori's funeral, Kyoya requests to the teacher to let him talk to the higher-ups the next time they call the school, so he can explain everything that's going on. All while Nana sees Michiru falling down due to the overuse of her powers. Later on, in Nana's room, Jean appears once again, and tells Nana that he will give her phone back only in exchange for her opening up to him again. But suddenly Michiru enters the room, making Jean transform back into the cat version of himself. Michiru once more answers as to why Nana thinks she's a bad person, and this is when Nana opens up about what type of child she was, and Nana explains to Michiru how she snuck out of the window one night and forgot to lock it, causing a robber to break into their home, and that resulted in her parents' death. In the morning, Kyoya shows the girls a new dead body. This is what Jean warned Nana about, as this time this death was not on Nana's hands, and Nana realizes that there is another murderer other than her. After they identify the dead body as a boy named Ryuji, Kyoya starts investigating and begins to ask Mogo what he was doing the night before this, as Mogo's room is directly next to the victim. Mogo tells Kyoya that he was giving all his friends a much-needed pep talk. After, Kyoya asks Mogo's friends what all their talents are, and they start to reveal them to him. One has astral travel, another has voice mimicking, and the last is some kind of human magnet power. Lastly, Kyoya then asks for Ryuji's girlfriend, named Fuka, what her talent is as well. However, she warns them about her overpowered talent, and said that it's best to take everyone outside first so she can demonstrate her ability. When outside, she explains how she can harness the elements of the earth and control them, such as the wind, which she uses to attack Kyoya. Finishing up outside, their teacher runs to Kyoya telling him the higher-ups are on the phone. Back in the room, Nana and Michiru are still investigating the crime scene when Nana notices Michiru looking worried. Later on, Michiru asks Nana to live with her and her parents after they graduate from the island. This causes Nana to get emotional and she leaves the room. After receiving back her washed and cleaned uniform from Michiru, Nana realizes that the poison bottle she left inside the pocket, which she intended to use against Jean, is missing from her pocket. Right after, Kyoya appears, and also their teacher, who informs Kyoya that someone from headquarters will be coming to the island. After being interrogated by Kyoya, Fuku pleads with Nana to help her avenge her boyfriend Ryuji's death. Later on, Nana reaches Michiru's room to find her poison bottle, until Jean appears with the poison and gives it to her. Jean tells Nana to check on Michiru, but as she opens the door she finds Michiru unconscious in the bath. After a debate on whether or not to save a talented person's life and go against her ultimate mission, Nana picks her up and finally rushes to their teacher to ask for the doctor. But he tells her to ask Kyoya for help instead, as all the teachers have left the island. Kyoya gives Nana some medicine and she rushes back to Michiru's side. Later that night, Fuka comes in and asks Nana if there are any developments in the case of her boyfriend Ryuji, but Nana tells her that Kyoya is taking care of it. Time passes, and this is when Michiru wakes up and tells Nana how she healed a mysterious cat that came to her before going into the shower. In the forest, Jean catches and talks to Ryuji's killer, telling him to stop harming the animals and pets on the island. Meanwhile, the mysterious second killer is shown to have a meeting at the same place where Nana's mentors are. Mr. Soroka says he will go to inspect the island. Back on the island, Nana plays a game with Michiru, and Nana takes this opportunity to find out Michiru's real intentions by asking her why she's so nice all the time, as she can't figure out why. Then Michiru explains to Nana that she used to be bullied because of her powers, and she actually hated being a talented person at any point in her life, until one day she healed a stray dog and a girl from her school approached her to thank her for the kind-hearted and selfless act. Starting from then, the girl, whose name was Hitomi, defended her from all the school bullies and encouraged Michiru to keep using her talents to help others in need. Michiru explains that Hitomi had cancer and had died. She said that Hitomi's friendship with her has left a long-lasting effect on her life, and that's why she's always open and kind and ready to help anyone with her powers, even though it will shorten her own lifespan. Then Nana leaves the room once again, and this upsets Michiru, as she just wants to be friends with Nana, but Nana is constantly showing different emotions. When she leaves, Nana gets torn up between what to prioritize, her friendship with her beloved friend Michiru, or her mission at hand, which is destroying all talented beings. Just then, Jean sneaks into Nana's room again to give her information of Michiru's whereabouts, adding that she might be in danger. Jean knows how much Nana cares for her, but Michiru is just about to be attacked by the second killer. Nana's immediate response was to go and rescue her. During the way there, Nana gets a call from Mr. Soroka, the man from the Talentless Human Council headquarters, and is also Nana's boss. He said that he called to remind her of the mission and expects her to carry it out, not leaving any talented ones alive. At this moment, Nana seems to have a change of heart and decides that Michiru is still an enemy of humanity, and that she's not worth risking the entire mission. The scared Michiru tries with vain attempts to escape the killer. Just when the stab that could have ended her life reached her, Nana appears and shields her from it, taking the stab in the back. Nana reveals that Ryuji's killer is Mogo's friend, who can do astral travel. Named Rentaru, who is still in his astral form, finishes off the weak Nana with more stabs, apparently finding delight in the murder with no intention other than getting high on it. Within the dormitories, Kyoya finds Rentara's physical body, as he and Nana had planned how to catch him earlier, which breaks his astral travel. With the astral form of Rentaru gone, Michiru rushes over to Nana's body, who is bleeding and is barely alive. Without second guessing, she starts healing her injuries despite Nana's protests for her to stop. Nana, restored to perfect health and depart from her bloodied clothes and torn in places where she was stabbed, there are no traces of injury. She kneels in front of Michiru's body to try to listen for a heartbeat, but what she hears makes her break down in anguish.
Stay tuned to our channel as we continue to delve into this captivating world of anime. See you in the next recap.